All right, so it's been a little bit. We're 3 weeks out from the Arnold. Haven't been on any structured program since then. I took a week completely off the gym. In the last 2 weeks, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I've been doing more like CrossFit-y stuff, more like mobility, rehab, trying to get my body like healthy and moving well again before I start on a new block next week. So for my final, last little bit of independent training, that's my nutrition coach, Spencer, to take me through a bodybuilder style workout. He works with all sorts of different clients now, but his background is in bodybuilding. And back in the day, he used to take me through some really brutal leg days. So for the last fun day of prep, I've asked him for old time's sake to take me through a bodybuilder style leg day. So this is Spencer. I've met him before. We want to give a little 30-second elevator pitch on who you are and what you do.
So I'm Aaron's nutrition coach. We've been together about 4 years. My background, like you said, is in bodybuilding. That's what I really enjoy, is just trying to get people to kind of their goals. But today we're going to fuck Aaron up, mercifully.
So this is the guy that I've been stressing out behind the scenes with dramatic weight class changes over the past few years, and he's been a great sport about it. So now we're just focused on getting big.
We're going to have a great day.
Yeah. All right, what are we starting with?
We're going to pre-fatigue with leg extensions, and then we're going to hit the hamstring curl. So
just going back and forth, right?
Just back and forth. It's going to be real fun.
Reps or just to fatigue?
We are going to start with probably 20 reps of each at a low weight, and then just kind of increase weight from there and see where we get.
Yeah. What's the goal of doing this to start?
To make you tired. Just fuck you up.
Yeah. So I like to do this. Oh, where's the flip? I like to do this with my clients a lot. If you're looking to fatigue a muscle and not necessarily train a movement, you can pre-fatigue the muscle. A lot of times I'll have clients do leg extensions before doing a squat if we're really trying to kill the quads and not necessarily train the squat. So we're making sure that our quads and hamstrings are nice and tired before we go do anything else.
Okay. This is going to be too light. 5.
More weight.
6, yeah. More reps. 8, 9. I already fucked up my count. That's going to be great.
It's the 12.
Yeah, well, it's 12. That's 13, 14, that's good. 15.
Go until you're tired and then do 10 more.
Yeah. Someone said that. That's good, right?
Yeah.
So, we're getting a new one of these. This one kind of gets a little wonky sometimes. It's so hard to adjust. I'm already sweaty. Okay, that's great. Cool.
That's good.
We'll start there. We're going to go low on this. So we're going to keep our knees slightly bent the whole time, so hamstring stays on. And that way we're avoiding hyperextension as much as we can. Okay. Your turn. See, that's easy.
Yeah. Something I personally like to think about when I do leg extensions is as I come up, pulling my femurs into my hip bones, I get a lot more quad out of that. So sometimes I'll put my hand on my legs and kind of give some external feedback to pull back at the top, and that makes it a lot more quaddy for me. I don't know how many I've done.
We're just going to keep going. 2 more. 1 more. Great job. The beautiful part of Aaron being almost as tall as me is that legs. And press that thing down a little bit more so it presses and almost massages your quads. Yeah, there we go.
And keep the bend?
Yeah, keep the bend slight. 1, 2, 3, there you go. Consistent tension. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job, Aaron.
Okay. You don't want straight ass shot.
Yeah, straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna try any of this stuff out, just a reminder that we're gonna do some new stuff here, but just a reminder that the intention with like bodybuilding and hypertrophy is to work the muscle, not just do a movement. So we don't want to just like swing the weights around. I always tell people that when training main movements, the goal is to find the most efficient way possible to do the movement. With like hypertrophy and isolation stuff, it's the goal to find the most inefficient way to do it so that your muscles work harder with the least amount of weight. So that's what we're doing today.
Two, though, like when you're pre-fatiguing something, of course, take all of that into account, but you are trying to fatigue the muscle, right? So reps can be a little more, how do you say, heinous. We're not exactly like perfect because you're trying to yield the results of like being tired beforehand.
I can cheat and use a lot more muscles to get this weight up, but I really want to focus on just quad contraction to lift the weight. So what are we doing this time?
Toes are curled all the way up, so we're keeping more tension all the way up to your, not femur, to your hip flexor, right? Okay, keep that up, and then we'll start with 10. 1, 2. You'll feel that pull right behind your hamstring, almost going to your calf. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last 10, I'm going to press here. Oh, yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, 10. Beautiful job. So the reason why I do that is because a bodybuilder a long time ago told me that if you press on it, it shortens the contraction or shortens the muscle. I don't necessarily believe that. Shit does work though. Makes you feel a lot more.
Yeah. Right. And that was we're doing 2 sets here, right? That was set 2 of 2.
Beautiful. Stretch it down so you feel tension right here. Toes up again. 1, 2, yeah, right there. 3. If you want to almost throw yourself into it because you're like pushing forward. There you go. 4.
Oh, because that puts some more stretch in the hamstrings too.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Give me a little bit of an anterior tilt. 13. There you go. 1, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hold the last one. 20. Hold it. Fight it. Good job.
Explain to the general population what anterior tilt is.
Anterior tilt is basically popping that ass out just a little bit more. Okay. We're going to be doing bell squat 3 different ways. We're going to go wide-legged stance and try to get through the hamstrings and glutes. Then we're going to go regular stance, like you would a regular squat. You're going to let knees go forward, ass goes back, trying to get that hamstring, and then glute mainly as well. We're going to get quad. And then we're just going to fucking burn that shit out with close stance and do quarter squats, just basically quad engagement.
So wide, regular, narrow?
Yep.
Cool. You go first?
Yep, I'll go first.
I like that you go from the top and not the bottom.
The what?
I like that you go in from the top and not the bottom.
I have so many clients here that like when I try to go like this, I just want them to read the room and like do this. Like almost all of them are like trying to like help me. Okay, 3rd hole in. The biggest thing the reason why we're doing that was we're letting it pull us slightly forward. So, just slightly. This song is perfect for this.
It's a good one.
Okay. That's pretty easy. That's the first set.
We're not doing them.
No, not together. Not together.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like one giant.
No, I want you to get used to each certain one. And then, so we'll do 1 set of each at a lighter weight. Okay. And then we'll do 1 set of each at a heavier weight.
Okay. If you're a little bitch like me and you don't like the belt rubbing on your thigh skin, you can plan ahead and wear pants or put a sweatshirt on.
Okay. Oh no, this one has 4. So go right here, and then wide, yeah, and then knees over toes. There you go. Keep butt out. There you go. And don't look at yourself from the side. Don't let your hips tuck under too much. Okay. Yeah. There you go. It should be pretty easy. Yeah, there you go.
It's the mobility that's harder.
Yeah. As soon as you feel your butt start to round, just pop back up, because you're at the limit of where your hamstrings can go right now. Just because you're so big, the mobility's a little fucked.
Okay, how do I rack it?
How you out? Right here. Sorry.
Alright, so now we're going
a little bit, we're going less wide, we're going kind of straight foot like you would a regular squat, feet slightly back, and then we're going at this one, so it pulls you forward. So people that have really a horrible issue of trying to get into their quads when they're squatting, this helps. It also helps you get in your hamstrings quite a bit better. I like holding up here and then watching myself try to get up into it and back up. Last time Erin and I trained together, she noticed how shitty I don't flex my knees. I don't let them go forward. So that has been a main goal of mine, to not ever let that happen again. Okay. All you're gonna hear is my heavy breathing with this one.
So, is it going?
Yeah.
So my regular squat stance is pretty narrow. Do you want me to go a little bit wider than my normal?
A little bit, just a tiny bit, like an inch or 2. There you go.
Good.
Oh, woo! That's a fun one. That's great, Erin. Yep. That's beautiful. So last one's pretty narrow, for me anyway. So narrower than you would, Erin. And we're literally gonna go. This is a.
So we're doing quarter squats for quads, right?
Quarter squats, yep. Yeah, I'm so sweaty. Yeah, so
narrow?
That width is good, yeah. Yep. Just enough to get quadding.
So that was kind of our warm-up, doing each one individually, right? So now we're putting them all together?
Yeah, we're going to put them all together.
We've got twice as much weight on there now. We put 2 more plates on.
Yeah.
What's our rep scheme?
We're probably going to go for max 8 to 10. I'm probably going to pitch out at 7. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So 8 to 10 for each one?
8 to 10 for each one.
24 to 30 reps total?
24 to 30 reps, yeah.
Okay. How many sets are we doing here? 2.
The hardest part is making sure your feet are in the right fucking place.
Come on. And then we got narrow quarter squats.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. That'd be really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron. That's easy. Yeah. A little deeper. There you go. Good. Oh, that's so easy for you. Come on. That's easy.
Halfway. All right, we're gonna do one more round there, and then we'll move on. So I got tricked. So I asked what machine I wanted to use, and I picked this one. And then this guy pulled out a box. So apparently we're doing it to a box.
Yes, we're doing it to a box.
What is this machine?
So this is a Rogers Pendulum, or I guess it's a pendulum squat, but I believe it's built for football players. I'm not sure.
It's cooler.
It's cooler.
It feels good.
Roll forward. It makes the squat and getting into a squat position so much better, so much easier, as long as you don't fight it, because people like to curve their ass in when they fucking squat, not keep it like neutral.
Yeah, so it's called the Pendulum. I don't know. It's called like the Squat Pro or something.
Yeah, Power Squat Pro. Power Squat Pro is what it's called.
That's
yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing on it?
We're doing a box squat, but we're going to do a two-parter. Okay, so we're going to go into a box.
Hold on, we'll get on the other side so I can see you.
So we're going to keep our feet on the edge of this guy and come down and hold tension down here for 3 seconds and then back up. So we're going to do about 6 to 8 reps there. We're going to kick the box back. Feet go further back, and we're going to do a variant of a good morning. Elbows are going to be up, so keep your lats turned on. And back up. So we're getting not only quad, but we're getting glute and hamstring as well.
So we're really pushing the hips back on this one, yeah?
Yep, big time. Keeping it like almost like a modified good morning squat, right? But what is that? Is that a modified like Kang squat? Not really.
I don't know. You can't really do this movement without like a machine that stabilizes you like this. So it's not really like anything that you can do with the barbell.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I guess closer to a box squat where you're really pushing your hips back. But because the machine is fixed, you can really sit back into it and get a lot more glute stretch.
It's a lot nicer. You'll like how it feels. So hold tension for 3 seconds.
3 second pause at the bottom.
3 second pause at the bottom.
Squat stance.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now let's do this back. Feet go a lot farther back. And then just a little bit more. Back more. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now grab onto these like this. Squeeze your elbows together so you keep your lats on. And then, there you go. You don't have to go too deep, enough to where you feel hamstring and glute activate, and then back up. 5, there you go. 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Block it.
Took me a couple reps to figure it out.
What?
Took me a couple reps to figure it out.
Yeah. So the big thing, I know this might not feel comfortable, but like think of like a front rack position almost. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to pull elbows up so they stay up. So they're pulling the lat, which is pulling your glutes a little more. the only rule of that one. Whereas like knee goes forward, butt goes back, holding it up. That front lat position just pulls down more through the hip and it gets you a little bit tighter, so you can get a shorter rep range, but still the same amount of burn.
Cool. What's our sets and reps on this one?
On this one, this was our warm-up set. We're gonna go for 12 to 15 of this next one. We're gonna double the weight, and then we'll keep on adding weight until we really just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, so not a set number of sets, just until it's hard and we die?
Until it's hard and we die.
Okay, so I'll see you back for the last set whenever that ends up being. So the last set we did was really fucking hard.
Yeah.
So we went up in weight because we didn't film it. So this is gonna be the last set now. We got 4 plates on. We're shooting for 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
If someone is following along on this, what's something they could do if they don't have this machine?
What's something they could do if they don't have this machine? They could do something similar on the Smith machine, probably. If you have a multi-access Smith machine too, where it goes out and up, it would have kind of enough stability. But I really feel, out of my knowledge, that this is one of, like, if you don't have a machine that does exactly this, it's going to be kind of hard to replicate. That's the unfortunate part.
So the thing about this one is that it's fixed. So that is a good idea. Like you said, with the Smith machine, that would be the closest thing that's also fixed that you can do a similar thing on. Because we don't really want to be focusing on the stability of the movement. We just want to be fatiguing the primary muscle. So Smith machine would probably be the closest that you could use that would replicate. But Spencer is about to have a good time and do his last set.
It's great. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh.
So here you see his knees aren't coming forward very much. The more forward your knees track, the more quad it's going to be. The more you sit back to your hips and don't let your shins come forward or your knees, it's going to be more like posterior chain, glute, and hamstring. So that's, we're going to get quad on this inevitably, but pushing the hips back the way that we are is going to be a lot more glute hamstring, which is what we're trying to do. Come on, there's 3. 4. You got 4 more. Come on, Spencer. 3, 2, last one. Very nice. How you feel? Last set, best set. Do it for the booty. Oh, fuck. That got booty. That's nice.
So this one's going to be barefoot or in socks. We're using the ditch pad that people don't normally use in gyms to go right about here or go a little bit further up. The big thing is that most people don't press the pad their foot enough and get enough tension to go through the glute. So what we're trying to do is keep that with toes up, and it goes right
So
through.
toes up.
So toes up, heels are not touching. If they can, that's okay. But my feet are not big enough to where it's basically just pad of foot pressing up.
So you're pushing through your midfoot or like balls to your feet?
Pushing through midfoot, pushing through the pad right here of my foot. Pad on pad, essentially. So we're coming down, back up, toes up, so you relieve your shins and your calves of taking over, and you're trying to just get hamstring and glute. Oh, fuck, it's so hard to talk.
This is still all quads for me.
Still all quad, okay, go ahead. Let's just do it real bodybuilder style then. Go up top.
Okay. Put my shoes back on?
Yeah, of course.
So if you haven't tried it with the pad before, I would suggest trying it because I see why that would work. I just have really fucked up hips and low back and SI joint issues that makes me very difficult to work with.
Not difficult. Just like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So for me, it's very hard to find like glute hamstring exercises that don't start to fuck with my SI joint. So I'm just a special snowflake. So like we were talking about earlier, less and forward knee tracking is going to be more glute hamstring. So on a leg press, if you put your feet all the way up, there's going to be less knee bend, more hip angle. So it'll be a little bit more glute hamstring focus.
Good job.
Oh, you have your mic on?
Yeah.
I know they can't hear all your words of wisdom.
It was just me going. So I put my shoes on.
And what's our set rep scheme?
Our rep scheme is probably going to be, fuck it, let's just do 15.
15?
Let's do 15. Yeah.
How many sets? Until we're tired?
3. Until we're tired. 3 will probably be when we're tired.
All right. So that last set, even being higher, I was still feeling quite a bit of quad. So we got some notes here. I'm going to share who you are.
My name is Matt Salzman. I'm a trainer. I train.
Yeah, so you had some notes for me that we're going to try out on this set. So last time I was about right here. So we're going to make some changes, right?
A little wider. And then we're really going to focus on toes up.
Yeah.
So and then don't let your feet go forward. So instead of doing like that, you're going to sit back into your heels.
Into my heels.
So you get a lot of dorsiflexion.
Okay.
Think about dorsiflexion pulling your knee into flexion.
Yeah, so like doing that immediately, I feel kind of all down the back engaged.
And then now the dorsiflexion pulls you into knee flexion, and then hamstring pulls you down.
Oh,
yeah, right to there. And then don't go all the way up to extension. Let's pulse it at the bottom so you can feel right to there, and then back down again. And then add a little bit of like lateral tension if you're trying to. But not knee out. Like you're sliding. Like yeah. There you go. There you go.
That's a lot of hips.
Yeah. Go down a little bit further. To here, up to here, right to there, back down again, and then a little bit further. Yeah. A little bit further, right to here, and then a little bit further next time. Keep that rolling.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. Oh, my hips.
Did we get into the hip on that one?
My hips hurt in a good way. Spencer's turn.
That's my turn. So hold on, let's see if I can flip this around. So I've been working with, oh God, that's really close. I've been working with Matt for like, what is it, how long? 5, 6 years now?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
This is who I learned most of my info from. I'm really bad at holding this camera.
I'm really bad about being on camera.
It's okay.
So is Spencer.
Yeah,
so
so
we're
am
working
I.
on it.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right, Spencer's turn.
Okay.
And then the one thing I would add for you next time
Yeah.
is that when you do that lateral tension and you push out, you don't lose, you don't go into like a inversion or
Okay.
like supination too
So the
much.
feet, so-
your big toe connection.
So it's like a lateral slide and not a rotate.
Without losing your big toe connection.
Yep.
Like kind of how he is right here.
Yeah.
Still.
Man, that like lateral slide makes a
Big time.
huge difference.
As you come down, try to get less here and more here. With your skin shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Right there, and then a little bit right there. And then back down again. Going to focus right to there. Yeah. And coming right to here. And then back down again. And then a little, keep going, right there. Right there, right to here.
Come on, Spencer.
Right there. A little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. One more, two more. You got five. Right there. Down again. Full. Right here. Yeah. And that full.
Oh.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Yeah, thanks, coach.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to add in one of my favorite glute exercises. We're going to go with some ankle cuffs on a cable machine. It's going to be a side lying kind of push back, kick back. I like it because it takes any axial load off, so there's like no low back involved at all. So we're going to go side lying here. This is also going to allow a lot of hip flexion, so we're coming way up to get a big glute stretch, and then you really want to focus on using your glute to extend down and back. And I can load this quite a bit more than like a normal standing kickback because my entire body is stabilized. It takes the other glute out of the equation. And this is the number one thing that I found where I get pretty much exclusively glute without getting any sort of low back or SI fatigue. All right, so this is Spencer's first time trying this one.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep, it's the first time.
Show off the booty.
Oh.
Them booty gains. Yeah, so let it pull. Feel that glute stretch. And then you really want to focus on only using the glute. Keep a little bit of knee angle. So we actually played around this a little bit, changed it up. We had Matt help us out with a couple things to make it even shittier than it already was. So we're keeping a soft knee bend, and then really we're just focusing on pivoting.
Oh, I don't have strength for that.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's really hard.
Dude, this is my favorite glute exercise.
Yeah, that was great. There's no, like,
Because there's like nothing else.
yeah.
Yeah, glute stretch, and then rotate at the hip joint.
So I got to
Full
kick back
extension
more.
at the end. Yes, with that hip extension.
Okay.
So you can go heavier on this, and I feel like a lot of like other kickback variations.
Yeah.
We're doing sets of like 8 to 10 here.
Gotta keep heel out.
Yeah. Heel out,
Anterior.
toes up, and a little bit of anterior pelvic tilt. We'll put a little bit more stretch too.
Woo! Fuck me. That was sad.
What do we think?
Great. It was good. It's really good.
All right, so we're gonna do another set or two of that, and that's a wrap for today. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was about
good.
a 2 hour.
That's all workout.
So really good one. Good, kind of all over leg burn. So any
Yeah.
final words?
Have a great day.
It was a good time. How are
It was a
you
good
feeling?
time. Trashed. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Oh, okay. Fuck you.